if you've ever been on a dating app, then you know 9 times out of 10, the men on there is just looking for a quick fuck, and that's just what it is. They're just looking for to get their rocks off.
Hey, listen, for everybody that's on a dating app, men and women, is that true? Is that all everybody's on there looking for? Welcome back, Motivation Nation. It's your host, Air Gordon. We've been sent another one, and y'all know it's gonna be a dating nightmare. Y'all know what happens on this channel. We react. So let's jump off into it. Let's see what's going on.
I will never get on another motherfucking dating app as long as I live, and here's why.
What happened?
So boom. So I meet this boy on the dating app, and I told this story on live, but anyway. I meet this boy on the dating app, and on the dating app, mind you, he didn't even have his real name on the dating app. I found out his real name a little bit later after the first date. So boom. I'm messaging him back and forth on the dating app, mind you. In his bio, he has like, oh, I want to get married. I'm looking for something serious. So if you're not serious, swipe left or whatever, child. Anyway, so when I read the bio, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm looking for something serious too, because if you've ever been on a dating app, then you know 9 times out of 10, the men on there is just looking for a quick fuck, and that's just what it is. They're just looking for to get their rocks off. So to find somebody who actually kind of wants something serious on a dating app is rare. So
hey, listen, for everybody that's on a dating app, men and women, is that true? Is that all everybody's on there looking for? Because if that's what the men are looking for, then that would mean that would have to be what the women are looking for. Otherwise, the men would never be successful, so they wouldn't be looking for that on a dating app. So let me know down in the comments. Is that true?
when I saw that in his bio, I was like, okay, cool. He cute. Let me swipe. So I swipe, and a couple of days go by. I don't say nothing to him. He don't say nothing to me. And then all of a sudden, I get a message from him on said app. So we talking, everything cool. Like we talking, we getting to know each other. He asked me what I like to do for fun, and I told him like I have a little bit more free time on my hands now. And at that time I was doing Spark, so I was like, yeah, I got a little free time on my hands now. I'm spontaneous. I'm adventurous. I like to go out and do stuff. And he like, oh yeah, cool. I own my own business. I got the free time. I like spontaneous trips, whatever. We could do that. So I'm like, okay, cool. We exchange numbers.
Okay, first and foremost, that's a lie. If he owns his own business, generally he's not going to have that much free time. Now, let me just put that out there. So he's up to something else. I can already see what's going on here. But anyway, let's let her continue.
And everything's going smooth. Everything's going cool, or so I thought. So, boom. Fast forward. We go on our first date. We go to the movies. It's cool. Like we vibing. He looks even better in person than he do on that app. And I'm like, okay, cool. Wedding bells is a ringing. And that might have been delusional of me, but I really don't care. So time goes by, we're talking every day, we're texting every day, we're FaceTiming. I think everything is cool. Mind you, in this time, I'm not really seeing him that much, and I'm like, I'm not really seeing you that much. And you said you have free time and you like taking spontaneous trips and you like doing things and you like going here and you like going there. Okay, well, why we ain't doing none of that? You feel me? I saw him a couple of times after the first date, but it wasn't like on no date type stuff. It was just like coming over, chill, whatever the case may be. I saw him 2 more times after that. But
well, you slipped up and told on yourself. He said, "Come over, chill, and whatever else." So basically, let's go ahead and cut through the nonsense. You gave it up. He came over, chilled. You guys have now engaged in a physical activity, in physical relations. Sounds to me like this man played you, but let's finish listening to see exactly how he played her. But he played her. She done gave it up way too soon. She don't even know him well enough. All right, let's go.
mind you, I was dating or whatever you want to call it for a month. So only seeing a person 3 times, maybe max in a month, I'm like, for someone who said he was oh so serious and all this and that. And then, mind you, he was the type that liked to disappear at night. And if you know, you know. You feel me? If you know, you know. If a man is disappearing at night, it's 9 times out of 10 because he got a girlfriend. But I don't even think he had.
So basically, what she's saying is after he got through with her, he left. He didn't spend the night. And so my thing is, you're saying you only seen him 3 times. How is he disappearing at night? You ain't telling us everything. No, you're not giving us everything. But anyway, I guess that's neither here nor there. Let's hear how he played her in the end.
Girlfriend. This is the kicker. So, boom. As time goes on, I'm starting to realize the good morning texts have stopped. You know, once them good morning texts stop, you're clipped. If you know, you know. If them good morning texts stop, you're clipped. So the good morning texts stop.
Yeah, they stopped because he already got what he wanted. He got enough of what it is that he wanted from you, and he's done. Unfortunately, he's done. You gave him what he wanted. You got your gratification. He got his. Seems to me you wanted more. He didn't. He's done. So let's let this ride though.
He not FaceTiming me as much. We're not talking as much. So I bring that to his attention, and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on? Like, I'm feeling a little bit neglected or whatever, whatnot." And he just keep, you know, like reassuring me, like, "Oh, it's not you. I gotta do this and this and this and this with my cars, or I gotta go pick up cars today, or I gotta do this. I got all these bills. I gotta make sure things are taken care of." Cool, I understand that. As someone who handles her business too, I get that. Do your thing, boo. But it just wasn't getting any better. You feel me? So I brought it to his attention again. And then after I repeat myself too many times, I'm getting the fuck on. You ain't gotta worry about that. I'm gone. Bye. Sayonara. See you later. So I take.
Well, we know that's not true because you already said that once the good morning text stop, you're out of there, but you're still talking to him. So we know what you're saying isn't the truth. He knows what you're saying isn't the truth. So he's just stringing you along at this point. I guess eventually you're going to get fed up and have enough. Let's see where your breaking point is. But I could tell from the very beginning of this story that he was setting you up to play you. Like, you got to be able to hear and decipher what people are saying to you, regardless of what you read on the app. Listen at what he said. He said a few key words that let me know off the muscle he wasn't gonna be the real deal. That he was in it, in it to win it.
And I let him know, like, hey, this isn't working out for me. We can go our separate ways. So, boom, fast forward. Probably like a week or two later, I'm on Instagram because we followed each other on Instagram, but he's never on Instagram. Like, he never posts nothing. He's never on Instagram. So I
So
never
you
took
think?
him off my Instagram. I see the little bubble from him pop up, you know, the little story bubble. So I'm like, okay. So I click the story. Why this man pop out with his newborn baby in the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
Newborn baby in the hospital, holding the baby. Sir, mind you, I asked him, did he have any kids? He said, yeah, he had two. He's 35. I didn't think anything of that. I don't typically date men. I don't typically date men with kids, but his kids were older. I think he said 19 and 10. He never said nothing about having a baby on the way. So when I clicked on his story and I saw him in the hospital holding the freshly out the coochie baby.
What, ma'am? So 19. He's 35 with a 19-year-old. All right, ma'am. Go ahead.
I said, man, mind you, you could have just said that. You could have just said that. When I asked you, did you have any kids? That was your time to say, I have two kids and I also have a baby on the way. How are you on a dating app looking for a wife and you have not one, not two, but three kids? Were none of your baby mamas good enough to wife? None of your baby mamas was good enough to be your wife? The girl who you literally have a newborn baby by wasn't good enough to be your wife?
But ma'am, why didn't you ask these questions from the beginning? Okay, he already told you. Already knew he had two. He had a 19-year-old at 35. That didn't sound off no alarm bells, huh? That didn't sound off no alarm bells to you. That he was 35 with a 19-year-old. I guess you didn't do the math on that. You didn't run the numbers. Okay, and so these aren't the questions that you asked before. But like you said, you were physically attracted to him. You wanted something out of it. You got what you wanted physically, but you didn't get what you wanted relationship wise, and now you're upset. But ma'am, you only saw him 3 times. So you say he didn't spend the night. Y'all did what you did. You slipped up and said it, but you tried to catch yourself, but I caught it. And now you upset about it. Ma'am, you should have known from the beginning that this wasn't going to be no long-term relationship, irregardless of what that man had at the bottom of that app. Come on, ma'am. All roads are leading to, I got to put this on you. I got to blame you for this. You accepted basically nothing from the bare minimum from this guy. You took nothing. He didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to show you nothing. And you accepted him because you were attracted to him. And you didn't, that's all you needed to know at that particular junction. And this is the result of it. Let me let you finish, and then we're going to give our closing remarks.
Something is wrong with men. Something is wrong with them. Something is wrong with all of them. And I would never get on a dating app again as long as I live. I haven't been on a dating app in like years before I decided to just get back on there because I don't meet a lot of people in person because I don't like nobody talking to me. Don't talk to me. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, that happened. He popped out with a newborn baby, and I was just like, anytime a man say he got a lot going on, it's either a girlfriend or a baby. Run. I
Ma'am, you confusing me at this point. You said that you don't do dating apps anymore. It's been years before you hop back on. So are you back on dating apps, or you're not on dating apps? That's number one. Number two, you said you don't want men to walk up and talk to you because you don't want men talking to you. So how do you intend on meeting a man if you don't want a man to speak to you in real life? That's your problem. You want to jump on the fantasy land, the AKA internet, and have someone boost your head up with nonsense. And then you want to believe a bunch of beautiful lies and not really get to know anyone. So therefore you can blame what they put in the app versus trying to get to know someone that's approaching you in real life that you can see. And you don't see a problem with this. This story made perfect sense to me. He got what he wanted out of you, and you got what you wanted out of him. It's just that you thought that you would be able to get a little bit more as far as a relationship, but that's not what he really wanted. You really wanted the physical experience, and you got the physical experience, and you can no longer get the physical experience because I'm not convinced you wanted a relationship. I'm convinced you just wanted the physical experience until you got tired of it. That's pretty much what I think here. But he beat you to the punch, man. And of course he had another woman. You already knew this when you went into the equation and he wasn't spending any time with you. You already knew this when this whole thing first started. He told you he had a bunch of free time, but mysteriously he didn't have no free time. And now you want us to feel sorry for you? I don't know why you told the story. Maybe you don't want us to feel sorry for you because I don't. I don't. You brought this all on yourself as far as I'm concerned. And as long as you don't want to meet people in real life, you're going to keep having these same story times. So I'm pretty sure someone else will send me another video. You'll pop up in the feed with another horror story. Because your nightmares, they ain't going to stop as long as you keep on avoiding people in real life. Because after you match with somebody on that app, you're going to actually have to meet them in real life and get to know them. Unless you just want a bunch of pen pals. But anyway, that's it for this video. I need you guys to jump in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. I will see you guys on the next one. Out.